If you're trying to create a data control from your EJB and you don't see your EJB method in your data control, this video may help you. I have an EJB project here, and the first thing I will do is create a new stateless session in EJB. Let me click on the project and click on new session EJB. I'm going to call it my session EJB, and next I'm going to take the defaults. I'm going to check off the remote interface. I don't need a remote interface, and next and finish. Okay, let's save that. Let's add a new method to this EJB. Let me call it do something, and let me take a string argument. True. Okay, so I have a new method now in my EJB. Let's now create a data control for the EJB. I'm going to select my EJB file, right click on it, and create data control. Let's open that, and I don't see my method in here. So why don't I see my method in my data control? Let's go back and inspect our EJB files. We have our session EJB file, and we also have the local interface that was generated. Let's open the local interface, and we don't see our method in here. That's because we just added it manually in the EJB file. Let's go back and add this. To the local interface file. And save it. And now let's generate the data control again. Okay, refresh it. Now you see it. So the data control only sees methods that are on the EJB interface, and the correct way of adding methods to an EJB, the ones that you want EJB clients to see, is to add them both to the EJB file as well as any interface files that you might have. Now there's an easier way of doing this, or let me say there's a way to do this with a little bit of help from the IDE. To demonstrate that, I'm going to remove these methods and do this again. To remove that, and I'm going to delete the data control files. Delete, and remove the data control reference. Let me save that. So let me remove that method, and let me refresh this now. So no data control. And I'm going to re-add this method, but this time I'm going to do this with some help from the IDE. Let me select my EJB file to make sure it's in focus, and then I'm going to go down to the structure panel, and you see my session EJB bean there. right click on it, and right at the bottom you will see new method. This can be used to add new methods to the EJB. And let's add my method in here. That's the method name, and my return type was Boolean. And for parameters, you have to give the data type first and then the parameter name. So that could be java.lang.string and val. If you have multiple parameters here, you could comma separate them, and they always follow the parameter type and name pattern. And expose through local interface, I'm going to keep that checked and click on OK. And you see that it added it to my EJB file. And let's see my local file. It also added it to my local file. So this is a good way to make sure that when you add methods, they get added to all the right places correctly. Let me save everything and now create my data control. And let's go back and check that. See our method as expected.